Here is another example of how to solve quadratic equation by completing the square. Again, this is a fairly simple process. All you need to do is to get the first step is to get the variable terms by itself by moving the 18 to the other side, becomes plus 18 on the other side. And the next thing to do after you got this 18 to the other side is to put a blank, like right here after the middle term. So put a blank there. And the next step after that, which is step number 3, is to fill this blank up. Fill these blanks, all right, by taking a half of this number, a half of 6. So let's do that. A half of 6. So we're going to do b over 2 and square it. That is the formula you have to always remember. So we're going to take b over 2 and square it. So we're going to do 6 over 2 and then square our answer. And 6 over 2 is 3, and when you square 3 you will get 9. So 9 will be filled in here. 9 is going to be filled right here. Okay, here is a 9 already filled in here for you. There's a 9 filled in there for you. The next thing is to write this as a perfect square, like something square. From the pattern that we know, this is very easy. All you need to do is to start your parentheses, put x over here. Since this is plus 6, you just need to take a half. A half of 6 is 3. So, and it's a plus 3. That's what's going to be inside these parentheses over here. So we're going to put plus 3 over there. So we're going to put plus 3 over here, plus 3, and then square it. If you multiply this out, you will get that. That's a pattern that we know already. Okay, now the next thing is to do the right side. Now 18 plus 9 is 27, so equals 27. All right. So here is a cleaner version of the screen with this already done for you. So it's x plus 3 squared. You go from here, and the 27 you go from here. Now the next step is to take square root of both sides. We're going to do square root of both sides as this, just like I'm going to do here. Just do square root of x plus 3. This is not writing. X plus 3, and then with the square here, equals square root of 27. But you remember that whenever you take square root of both sides, you always have to include plus minus, because 2 answers are possible, 2 roots are possible. So now the left side, this square root is going to cancel the square, and it's going to leave you with x plus 3, and then this is going to stay at you're going to remember that square root of 27 really is 3 square root of 3. If you break 27 up like this, if you try to break 27 up into 2, let me break it over here. Square root 27 is really square root 9, and square root 3, which is 3 root 3. I think you should remember that. So on the next screen, you're going to see all this put together, but you're going to remember that after we take square, it's going to be x plus 3, and then equals plus minus 3 root 3. That's what we're really doing. All right. Okay, here is taking square root of both sides, like I just explained the previous screen. Taking square root of both sides with this square, cancelling the square root, and then plus minus 27. And here is the square root taken away with the square. All right, square root and square root taken away the square. And here is the 27 simplified to 3 root 3. And now the next step is to get x by itself by subtracting 3 from both sides. So subtract 3, subtract 3. That's why it's minus 3 here. Remember, we always put the thing we are subtracting on the left side, okay? On the left side. So it's on the left side here. And now the next thing we're going to do really is to break this up into 2. Break this number here into 2, like this. Negative 3 minus 3 root 3, and negative 3 plus 3 root 3. So here is the final answer. There are 2 numbers here, 2 irrational numbers. So negative 3 minus root 3 is the first one, and the second one is negative 3 plus 3 root 3 is the other one. That concludes this example of solving quadratic equation by completing the square. Hopefully you got some help.